People are asking me, texting me, Adeayo, should Thames have gotten female category? She didn't even do anything within this industry. I was like, man, I don't know. I don't know. International.
Actually,
I don't know.
You don't actually know.
Outside Nigeria, she was on fire. Outside Nigeria, in Nigeria, she did nothing within this industry. So what are the edits looking at?
Hello?
Mons, are you awake?
I'm awake.
Have you checked the page of our TurnTable?
I haven't actually. I've been chilling. Should they do giveaway?
Like mad.
Are you serious?
So it's buy one get two.
Okay, so that means that we can just split the bill for one.
Exactly. And each of us get a package. Yeah.
Soft. Cool, right? So that's just one of the many things that I can do with GoMoney app. GoMoney allows me to track my finances. That way, I know exactly what I'm spending my money on. So now with the GoMoney app, at least you know that you can schedule payments, split bills, track your finances, and send money to your family and friends using the payment links. So download the GoMoney app on Apple Store or Play Store and bank with us. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Osikoya Speaks. I'm still your host, Wonu Osikoya. Thank you for sticking with me through the season. This is actually the last episode of the season.
So save the best for last.
Save the best for last. Nice to have you guys here. Thank you for coming. This was very short notice, but we made it work. And I'm very happy to have you guys. So today I'm joined by my faves. Like I tweeted it, I'm so excited. I can't wait to film this.
For the chaos, I saw you tweeted there'll be chaos.
What do you mean you tweeted us? I don't even talk much. I've started reading
call everybody
again.
your faves on. It's not.
I wasn't flattered when I was
Are
like,
you serious? See what you
okay.
guys are saying. And I was actually so happy.
I mean, we're
I
happy
don't
too,
want to do
but we're
this
just
again.
saying like,
I'm not interested.
show should be
But
going on.
yes, please. But yes, it's nice to have you guys around. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Thank you for honoring my invites. I'm very grateful.
thanks for having us.
Today, I'm joined by
Dolapo.
the geeky midget,
Yeah.
Dolapo.
Yeah.
The smartest. He's literally the brains.
Uh,
Dolapo of WeTalkSound, Dolapo of Google, Dolapo of
they
Recording
say
Academy.
Grammy now.
Oh.
I enter places and feel like, oh, Grammy boy. I'm
Grammy
like, guys,
boy. You've won your own Grammy. Very soon.
please.
And then my bestie.
Oh wow.
Kitty and I have been best friends for the past how many months now?
Like 6 weeks.
Is it?
Yeah,
Nah, it's
something.
more than 6
That's
months.
longer than people's marriage. So,
Yeah,
Ah,
fine.
so it's something.
It's a
Bestie.
very strong.
Yeah, very strong bond.
bestie.
And we know why we're friends. He allowed me to express myself. You know, we'll not get into that, but
Hmm.
he gave me an opportunity and he said, you know what, go back, do this again. I think you can do better than this. And I saw that as a challenge and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And you don't know how much that meant to me. Just you saying, you know, you can do better.
I mean, I
Just
thought
thoughts.
that it's
I love it though. Thank you.
yes.
Katie of TurnTable.
Not really.
Seriously. Katie
It's-
of the Baddies.
No, let's not say that. It's Ayomide Oreo, but yeah, a lot of people call me Katie.
Katie.
So.
Nice. Sorry, we keep it very cool and not too serious here. When you get to Music Business Africa, you can be.
Oh yeah, that was.
When is that?
No, I already did that.
Oh, you
last
already
week.
did it?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
nice. How was
first
that?
lecture thing.
How was it?
It was alright. I mean, it's saying a bunch of things to a bunch of people. That's
Did you tell any lies? I feel like sometimes
no,
when
I'm a
you're
very serious person. People
yeah, that's the thing. You can be serious with the lies.
with the lies. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe that kind of thing. Like just telling them things that they are too ideal. Like you're not sure it's even practical, but you still have to say it
Say
because
it anyways
who knows
because you have to.
how that person can take it. And yeah, so.
I hear you. Anyways, thank you guys. Adeayo isn't here yet, but
Hopefully it gets it.
hopefully he gets here in time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho, how you guys feeling? How you guys doing? What's up? What's been going on? 6 months down, 7th month, right?
Year
Did
of
I
the
say
year.
that? Year of the year. So
Yeah.
how was the first half for you?
Where do you want to go?
Do you wanna
Personally,
go?
like, do you mean
Okay.
personally or like
Yeah,
work-wise
personally, business-wise, work-wise, Afrobeats-wise.
That's a lot of why.
I mean, like, the first half of this year has been, from like a WeTalkSound perspective, has been good.
Love it. You've been doing
Made
a
more
lot.
money than we've ever
Love it.
made.
Mm.
Like, so
I love
like,
it.
yeah,
Baby.
things are really good.
I
Can't
love
even
that.
lie. But also that means that things have been very hectic for me.
Exactly.
Because I have a 9 to 5 that's like,
How did you do it?
I'm doing a lot at my job. Like I'm handling things that like Africa wide, and you know. But I also have to do WeTalkSound, and WeTalkSound cannot suffer. So guess what suffers? Me. Like Dolapo
Something has to
suffers.
suffer,
Because
exactly.
Google can't suffer, WeTalkSound can't suffer, family can't suffer.
Exactly.
So the only person that's gonna suffer now is
But then
me.
don't you see, instead of seeing it as suffering, don't you see it as just like literally that's your life? That's because
Yeah,
that's
no, I
actually-
have. So I don't complain about it anymore. I've
Exactly.
accepted my
that
cross.
this is
I'm just trying to get to the point I want to get to as fast as possible now. So I'll have more freedom.
Yeah.
But like I know that
Do you think
my
you
life
ever-
is not easy, and I don't think it's gonna be.
Do you think you ever had that freedom that you're looking about?
I think
Because you-
that
I'm assuming you want to go to bigger places.
Of
and then-
course.
I,
And that's
yeah,
the
I
thing,
think
that's
that
for sure.
when the freedom I'm saying is like when I'm able to move out of the traditional 9 to 5
Oh, okay,
kind of
okay,
life,
okay.
and
Okay.
I can now be more in control of how I spend my time. Even though I know there will still be a lot of things,
Yeah.
but at least I don't have to report
Yeah.
somewhere at what time.
Yeah. I
So
hear that.
I'm trying to get there. But
Can't
yeah, in
wait.
general,
Very soon though.
yeah, has been good.
So
I can't
doing
lie.
great.
Yeah.
I can see, like I literally was saying like 2 days ago that WeTalkSound has been doing a lot.
Thank
It's
you.
just it's really nice to see. Very excited
you.
for it.
He hasn't talked about Afrobeat wise.
I mean, I said
Kidi, I
we
think
made,
you should be the host.
we
today.
made plenty
You
money.
seem to be having such a great time. I love it though.
That's like Afrobeats. has
Afrobeats
been-
wise.
as Afrobeats is prospering from our perspective. Like, and I feel like this year, one thing that I've tried to do is like talk less about opinion based stuff. Like, oh, my favorite song,
Yeah.
and be more about like building. And I want to have more conversations about building
Yeah.
and people that are building and how to build and things like
Do you know
that.
that I
less
hear
of,
you? Like
like-
I hear you.
Because the truth is, I feel like the music that's even being made now is not even about, it's not authentic. Like the artists aren't singing what they genuinely feel.
Yeah.
Everything is so
not
formularized.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe Shay vibes, Ashake.
No.
But yeah, I give it to the streets guys. But like just in general, everything is so, there's a formula, you know what you need to do to get the
yeah.
attention of a distro, get advanced. There's
There's just
me bothering myself about the songs when I know that the songs aren't even what the artists are really feeling. It's just like, oh, this is what we need to do what we need to do to get the song to be noticed. The song gets noticed, all the distros and labels are in your email. You pick one deal, then you drop your
Move
EP, then you buy
It's the same thing.
snap car and house in Lekki. Like, so I'm out of this. Now, how do I build? How do I work with other people that are building? That's my concern now.
I love that. That's very interesting to hear.
Yeah.
It's actually nice that you can say how I've been thinking for a while, because I feel like the most interesting conversations, or like the most important conversations I'm having nowadays are with people that are actually building. And those are the kind of people that I want to surround myself with. Nothing like. Because honestly, like talking about, like you said, my best song, why is this person like, can we just hear words? Because it doesn't even feel organic.
Yeah.
I need to name this episode something around being organic.
Organic
'Cause we've
manure.
been-
And then that sounds like a shot
God,
that people are
it
farming as
does.
well.
You're actually killing me. Katie, let's come to you. What's it like? How's the year been?
Yeah, nice. Good.
What do you mean nice, good?
Like really nice.
What do you mean really nice?
I'm getting to it now. I have to walk up to it.
Fair enough. What's it
I
like?
think personally, yeah, it's been nice. I mean, it's had my birthday 2 days ago. So
Yeah.
still
Happy
doing it.
birthday in arrears.
Dolapo's birthday is
22nd.
close, right?
22nd
Yeah.
next week.
22nd.
In
Oh,
exactly
nice.
a week, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, 'cause I
Everybody
know
in
a lot
July.
of,
My
there's
sister
a
is
lot of July
26.
people. That's
Vader is July as well.
Yeah.
Wizkid is July.
Whiskey is 15th.
All the cool people.
Whiskey
July.
has done his birthday, right? What's today?
Today
yeah, I think Bonner was
14.
second.
I think Bonner is July
Yeah.
as well.
Whiskey is fourth or something like that. It's just
Oh, yeah. I think Whiskey's birthday is today or tomorrow.
What month are you?
September.
Okay.
boring.
September. All the baddies are born in September. Check it.
Okay. I mean,
Then KD is interested.
yeah, like, it makes more sense. Anyways, so yeah, it's been good.
You've been watching a lot of films.
Have I? Let me see. I think I started more series than movies this year. And to be fair, it's like there's too much series anyways.
So,
I think even the Disney, or was it the Disney guy, or
okay.
there's one big CEO that was complaining that there's too much. Oh yeah, I think it was Disney.
Disney.
Was talking about they have too much content from Marvel series,
Are you
movies.
serious?
So yes, there's a lot more
What is
series than
going on?
movies. Like Secret Invasion is literally airing now. Like nobody cares about it on that level. Something that if it was like 10 years ago, it would have been like an event movie, but there's too much. I think there's too much good shit that
I think there's just a lot going on
in the world, content-wise as well.
Yeah, the content is just too. I can't consume. It's too much.
Yep.
Like,
like you see some of the, like almost every month, Apple TV comes out with like a star-studded series. Like, there was one series that had Kit Harington, Meryl Streep, and a bunch of other like big names.
Yeah.
And nobody cares about it.
Serious?
Like, just absolutely no reason. Like, nobody's watching it because it's just content on the app.
But do you think then, like, people are not just? Well, people are actually trying. I was going to say, like, do you think people
You
are
can't
not
kill
just
yourself now. They're like,
exactly?
they're like
It's just too much.
too much
just too
streaming
much.
apps, and then all of them bring out their own original content.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
but see what Barbie is doing. I would watch Barbie just because of the PR.
Oh yeah, I mean that one is.
I can watch
They've
it.
turned out definitely have an outfit.
For it.
Yes. have an
Please, can we
outfit.
go together? I think I will wear these pants.
Yeah, come.
I feel like I should wear pink to go.
That's cool.
Yeah. I will
I'll
wear
send you my
pinker.
outfit idea.
Okay. Make sure you wear pink too.
It's pink.
See? I love it.
You guys have fun.
So we're
yeah.
serious. We're serious.
You guys
right?
are really gonna
I'm serious.
do it.
Yes, now.
I'm serious.
Me, I am serious.
But yes, I've been watching more series than movies. But yeah, work-wise, yes, I've done
A lot.
a lot this year. Like a lot.
Lots.
Yeah, like
A lot.
yeah.
Yeah, I've done quite a lot.
on TurnTable and a lot too. I mean, yes, I think I can say the same thing that TGM said about how more money than ever,
Yeah.
but that comes with more work than ever.
Yeah.
I guess I can't remember who was talking to me. Like maybe it was last week or something, and they were telling someone that works with me that nobody can reach me. But to me, it's like I get so much text. I'm like I'm texting a lot of people. Like how? What do you mean
I
by
hear
nobody
that.
can reach me? Like
It's like
I'm
right
always. I
on
look at my
phone.
is this thing called this iPhone weekly
Yeah,
average
your
screen time.
time.
and my screen time goes up every week,
Every
like
week.
15
Crazy.
hours, and you're saying you
What?
can't reach me, like, and apparently there's a
People
lot of people
really
that
can't
still claim that. Yeah,
reach
so
Yeah, somebody was asking me that they're trying to reach you.
it's
I gave them your number. No, I lied, I didn't.
anyways,
Yeah,
yeah.
but-
So, but yes, there's been a lot of
Lots of
things to
work.
do this year. But yeah, it's been a great year. I mean, Afrobeat is nice. Afrobeat is big now.
Yeah.
Is it?
Always bigger now.
Yeah, it's
Like-
definitely bigger.
Like songs are. I remember us saying that Libyanka's People is going to become the first Afrobeat global hit of 2023, and that was in March.
you say
So
that?
that was in January, right?
Yeah,
When we put out there's this cover that she did with TurnTable. So
yeah.
the headline was Afrobeat's first global hit of 2023. I'm like, this is too bold. Like, what if this thing?
Those things.
Like, why did you like?
Why are you so
I like-
confident? But it was
Anything
something.
can like
I
plus
swear.
anybody can get it now, and this looks like it's like all the metrics look like something that can become a global hit. And
Yeah.
And look at it.
and then like 2 weeks ago, Spotify released their all-time biggest
Most
songs,
streamed
and that
songs,
song is
yeah.
like number 5 or number 4. A song
Do you
that's
feel
not
like a
in November.
fortune teller sometimes?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at data a lot, you can somewhat seem like
see.
a fortune teller. But
Yeah.
that's just for anybody that works with data. You can seem like a fortune teller.
Okay, I don't work with data, so I wouldn't know, but I still feel like a fortune teller. Sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if,
Shay
if you're very
vibes.
familiar
Shay
with
vibes, girl.
if you're very familiar with things, you would be able to
Yeah.
predict something
Fair
and
enough.
to
I hear that.
yeah. But I think the biggest fortune teller this year would be Odumodu with Declan Rice. And that's
Shout out to
Yo,
Odumodu.
that's
That was big.
no one can
That's-
orchestrate.
Do you know
that.
anything? I
Yeah.
feel like he probably didn't even believe it at some point,
no,
like-
it's still right now. I still can't believe
Yeah.
how it's like
Right.
it's moving because
right?
how
that is
much his
crazy.
life has changed, like from July
few
last
months,
year to
yeah.
this year, like
Like
exactly
it's a
1 year.
lot.
Because it's well,
It's nice.
again, that's what you
That's
want to
life,
see, so
right?
that you can. It makes the industry interesting. I mean, last year was Ashake.
people were
towards-
just always doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, towards the end of the year was Shea Vibes. Although Shea Vibes has continued to like
Yeah.
now, but now they
Yeah.
still do more.
Do you know? I'm actually so shocked and so happy that he can maintain the momentum. Shea vibes. I didn't expect it.
I mean, it's Shea Vibes.
I
Man. It's
didn't
always
expect
good.
it.
It's
But
one-
even though it seems like he's kind of riding on someone else's wave, or like he's riding on a wave, is still riding on it and he's still making it work.
Yeah.
Because everybody's expecting him to ride on it and he's doing it and he's making it work. And
I
it's
feel
just
like
months
he's
after.
moving like someone that has nothing to lose and knows he has nothing
Exactly.
to lose. Like, what's the worst that
can
happen?
happen.
If you stop listening to him, you'll go back to his
To
street
streets,
fan.
yeah, I
Like, it's not
swear.
gonna, you can't lose. There's no losing for
Fair
someone
enough.
that came in from nothing.
Nothing. Fair enough.
And the thing with him is, he's actually a good artist. Like,
Yeah, after all
We
is
know.
said
there
and
are
done.
other artists that would feel like I can't drop 3 albums
Yeah.
back to back. Like, where am I?
Yeah.
Like, the material will not just be that.
That good, but he trusts himself. He's
and
talented.
the most recent one is better than
Than
the
all,
past
like-
one. So
And
he's actually improving.
yeah.
exactly, like, and
But I guess for him, like obviously he's recording. He's constantly like making music. So
Yeah.
he's just bound to
but now the
sound.
funny thing is, everybody's always constantly releasing music, like recording
Releasing
music
and
rather.
recording, okay.
Yeah.
I think his own is just like, because
He's just talented. Simple.
so,
I said it. His silence
Really
is
good.
pure, is organic. Like he's just there. You can't deny it.
Yeah.
So because with someone like Shiva, he doesn't. You can tell that there's not too much plotting. There's not like he just wants to do his shit and go.
I mean, there's a
Right.
lot of plotting.
Of course, there's lots of
There's-
plot. There's
there's-
plotting. I'm not
there's
saying that there's
plotting.
no
For
plot.
on like the
There's
distro
plotting,
and
but-
the management and.
The plotting is.
But I don't know if
like,
it's Sheyi that is doing the plotting.
No, not Shay. I don't think it's that
no
way
people
of-
around him. Like
But
obviously,
there's a lot of
a
people.
lot of plotting.
Like Dapper
If
music
there's a lot of plotting.
doing. I mean, obviously, there's only reason why it's in
Yeah.
our faces like that, and it's because of them.
Some people's work,
There's people
yeah,
doing
so,
work. I
yeah.
feel you. I hear that.
I mean, might not do the plotting, but yeah, there's a lot of
There's
plotting.
plotting.
And obviously, you already said it's like the industry has reached a point where you need to plot to,
Yeah.
and there's so much shit.
Yeah,
going
but
on,
just because
so-
you're plotting doesn't mean that you're plotting right now. You're
For
plotting
sure.
Oh,
hard
I
enough.
mean, everybody's plotting now.
Exactly.
It's just whoever is able
But
to.
I think there's also like things have gotten to a point where there's like defined pathways.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the people who have done it
Fair.
a few times can
Fine.
sort of
Like, can
sort of know
replicate
the-
that.
Yeah,
I saw a Joey Akan video where he was saying that nobody can blow you, that like no single person can blow you. And I agreed with that, but I think that while no single individual or company or whatever can make you blow,
yeah.
I think there are people that can give you a good shot at
Yeah,
blowing because they sort of know
Oh no, yeah, definitely.
how the thing works.
Wait, even that. I don't.
What?
I mean, is he saying that someone without money or someone?
No,
with
he.
money?
So the point of the video was just around. You know how in the industry, artists would a new artist would believe that I just need this person to meet me and my life will change.
Change,
Like
yeah.
Oh,
every
no,
exec, every
that's-
label has had stories
Yeah.
where
No.
even with all the resources, they pump the exact same resources into two
somebody
artists.
else.
Yeah.
One person
Blows
like is
and
a
the other-
Rema,
yeah.
the other person is
It's just
I don't
not-
want to name names.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I get it.
Don't be that guy.
Okay, yeah, definitely, that's correct. But
Yeah, that makes
that's
sense.
like just a natural. It's not even a music thing. It's just,
It's just
Yeah, even like with
like
startups,
in-
with
yeah.
any industry.
like even products with big companies. Like you can pump
Yeah.
the same result, and,
And
people
still,
will decide
yeah,
that this is the
This
one
is
that
what
they
they
will
want,
care
yeah.
about.
Mhm.
I mean, look
That's
at the
fair.
Barbie movie. The Barbie movie is like everything that they've done. Like that, it looks so big that you're saying that the
people have
PR is so
probably done
mad.
before.
The entire budget is 270. Another movie that has
Damn, are you serious?
a bigger budget is Indiana Jones. That's 300.
Mm,
Have you seen it?
no.
Do you want to see it?
No.
Exactly. Like so and this,
Fair.
I think both are from Warner Bros. I think. Shit, if I can't remember this, then it means I'm
Then
slacking.
that's you're slacking. You need to
Yeah, but I think
fix up.
like 300 million to 70, and one
Yeah.
seems like Jesus is so big,
Well,
everybody
yeah.
knows it.
I didn't even know.
So like even though you can't, you're very right. Like the idea that one person can no, because there's so much things that you
so
can.
many
I would,
So many things you can't
involved.
predict or
yes,
control.
exactly. Like there's so many things that you can. I mean,
Like
as much as the
Odumodu, for
pathway-
instance, like a huge chunk of his success isn't even just about the music. It's just about the guy.
The
Like,
guy.
yes.
there's
I
just
was saying
something
it's-
original,
I literally said
likable,
it,
authentic
Like
about
I don't
him.
think any other label could have signed Odumodu except Native. Like nobody's willing to take that risk at the time. But now
I feel
everybody-
like if Native had signed anybody other than Odumodu, they wouldn't be recording this success. I feel like it was a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
I think
yes,
I mean, they both
now,
work
yeah,
like-
fair enough. They all work like it worked in favor, but I don't
No,
think
but
like
then there's something I want to know. Like I'm guessing like the three biggest artists, or at least the three biggest breakout artists of like last 1 year would be
yeah,
Odumodu, Sheyi Vibes, and Ashake.
yeah.
And I mean, although they don't
I mean,
exactly
you could
make the same
you
kind
could
of
argue
music.
like Spiral and
No, I'm not saying. I
Black
mean, there are a lot of people.
Opus,
There's
just be sorry.
there are a lot of people.
next
that-
rated.
Oh no! I mean, yes, there's a lot of people. I mean, there's T.I. Blaze,
Yeah.
there's Spyro.
T.I. Blaze
there's-
was last year.
Yeah, it was like last year. I mean, sometimes now. Sometimes
last
Food
year?
Not Day. Yeah, that was last
Yeah, I
year.
think it was
Seriously?
early
It
last
was
year.
around period when Ashake dropped Omokwe.
Oh shit, yeah, actually.
And, but like those three, like they are like the standouts. Like yes,
Yeah.
the guys that you think can win X-rated for there's like the common denominator in their music is that it feels original.
The originality.
Yes,
yeah.
like whether it's Ashake
Leaning
with the way he
towards
makes
it.
his own type of amapiano or
there's
everything that he says,
something-
or Shay vibes with the way he's doing everything that he's saying, or Dumodu with song. Like you might not necessarily like their music, but
Yeah.
the personality behind
I think
the
it's
music
also
it seems very
it's also the
genuine.
willingness of the artist to be polarizing.
Mm.
Like Odumodu Shay. I feel like Ashake is even a bit more on the safe side. Like I think you have to be a hater to dislike
it
Ashake's
is
music.
now that it seems more like a safe side.
Mm.
Back
Back then when Palazzo, I remember when Palazzo
yes,
dropped.
it
we were
was
like,
Sumba Man.
this is
Some
a bit-
people,
Man.
yeah, like
this is
We
not.
were not having
It was
it.
now. It's now that he's become the guy. Like
But
people
Shay
have now.
is like probably the
No,
one.
Shay's
on
on
the,
his too-
He's on the extremes. Like
It's-
you either like Shay and feel
Or
like he's
not.
the best
Yeah.
thing ever,
Or
or
you
you're
just
like, what
don't-
the fuck
yeah.
is this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Odumodu too similar is like, I am who I am.
No,
I am
because-
loud. I am like this. If you don't like me, if you
Yeah.
are one of my
Ops.
Ekelebe stunners, yeah.
Come to my
There, if
side,
you're
yeah.
not, you're not.
Yeah, but I feel like with someone like Odumodu, I think there's people that actually are just on the fence with Odumodu.
On the fence.
Yeah, like
I
is
actually
that-
don't know.
I think
Most people
it's
I
just-
know are
It's
either
maybe
side.
because we're women shy, because we can't really be doing like it. But I have a lot of friends that I really like on the side. Not like they don't fuck you, don't really fuck you, but it's like, okay, like I would lean towards him when I actually like the song, but when I
Song.
don't, I would like just
yeah.
I know like a lot of
Yeah, it's not as polarizing as Shave.
Shay, I think Shay is
No,
more
Shay
of
Vibes is
extremely
very
polarizing.
It's that you like. It's either you're a
like
bio
guys fan
that you
or
think
you're
is the
not.
best thing that's happened to Afrobeat,
Yeah.
Yeah,
or you think it's the
just-
worst thing that's happened to Afrobeat.
Yeah.
There's no.
There's no in the middle.
And
There's no
do you
individual.
guys think that it's a recent thing, like artists being very unafraid to be or completely original and polarizing versus like the previous generation who were more formulaic with the way that they presented and made music? Do you think that has anything to do with like the recent movement with social media, with the fact that you can express yourself and reach consumers directly? Or do you think it's just random that these three guys are like that?
I think it's a bit of both. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Because there's also the fact that like these guys are really just like that. Like personality is also very, very heavy. Plays a heavy role in literally three of their like. So I think it's like a bit of both. I don't think.
But neither of them, another thing to note, neither of them is signed to like a big label. Like when I say big label, obviously Empire YBNL is big label. But when I say big label, I mean more like a Maven, a label that takes you through development. I don't
Yeah.
think either of them went through development in that sense.
Yeah.
I think
in the sense that a label
live
would.
gave them
Live gave them artist development.
I think
Because like Odumodu was already a grown man when he was
Everybody
signed to
know-
Native. It's not like they
Exactly.
groomed him and said you have to talk like this.
It's a-
Ashake was already
Literally
Ashake.
Ashake.
Shay is like Shay.
yes, like the
Yeah.
So maybe if they went through like
It's
if they were
live.
discovered early, when they were slightly younger and they went through like artist development, they may have come out a bit more refined and
Fine.
a certain
But
way.
like,
But
it's
probably
the,
would
I
have
think
been making
it's-
different
it's
music.
in
Yeah,
the
maybe.
originality. Like that's the reason why we even lean
Yeah.
towards these people at the end of the day.
I think-
because-
everybody's also realizing that negative PR is very good PR. Like people hating you will actually make more people
yeah,
like
Portable.
you.
People thought Portable was gonna be relevant
I
after
didn't
the
think
Yeah,
it
like
was
first
long.
15 minutes in and it's,
But
I didn't think. I
2
thought I
years
knew he
old
was
into
here
this
for.
thing.
I knew he was here for minutes.
that dude is not going anywhere.
It's not, I swear it's not.
The thing is, these people they know that it's working for them. Why would I freeze?
Yeah.
So-
Like, come
It's
on.
like when people are saying, "Oh, Shay Ashake," I'm like, that Shay should try and stay away from. Like,
Do you know the thing?
I
Funny
would
thing
drop
is, if
and
it
drop
was
and
somebody
drop.
else, if
Keep
it was somebody
complaining if you
else,
want to.
that's what I was trying to explain. For somebody else, that could have actually gotten into their
Their
head. Okay,
heads,
you know
yeah.
what? Let me turn it down a bit.
Or let me try and try
Make it
another
different.
sound entirely.
He's talking to me. Why would I leave? It's like, are you people joking? Why would I freeze when I can keep on going like that? And, he would
And
just-
that also just connects to that nowadays. What the actual currency is attention. It's not. The currency isn't even really love or hate. It's not like people liking you isn't really
Yeah,
the currency. The
attention.
currency is people caring about what you have to
Yes.
say.
People-
Fair
Whether
enough.
it's positive
Talking
caring
about
or
you,
negative,
yes.
it doesn't
The
really matter.
conversation.
Like enough for people to
Just
say something
yes,
about you.
Then you go to a brand and say, "Look, people may not like me, but if I do this, they will
talk about
see it and they will talk. Give me money."
Let me do this for you. Fair enough. That is so funny, big. What's the biggest lesson you've learned this year so far?
Hey. That's a big question.
It's a big question, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. I think for me, it will be that cliche. Just do your thing and trust yourself. Trust God. Yeah, that's it for me. And I think I learned it in I saw it in 5 different ways just this year. So it's every single time I'm trying to go back on something, I'm like, you know what? It worked for you the first time, it worked for you the second time. Why would I turn my back? Just you actually have to trust yourself. And I didn't understand it fully till this year. It really helped me to understand that. You know what? You actually just need to stay level-headed and just trust yourself and trust God. Very important. So, you guys have the floor.
Should I go
Yes,
first?
please.
I think my biggest lesson this year is that was it? I mean, there's a lot of
Shake is better
lessons,
than
but I think the one. Oh, okay. Let me add 2. The second one would be that Shake is the best artist
Okay,
that I've
just
ever
believe
heard.
yourself.
Better than Drake and Kanye.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh no.
I knew it.
No. I mean Nigerian.
Okay,
Yeah, no.
fair.
Like Nigerian artist that makes music that is just good.
Are you being serious?
I'm being serious. I learned that this year.
huge,
You know what,
huge
I
life lesson, bro.
I respect it.
I'm okay, I've been listening to Nigerian music for years.
Yeah.
And
I finally found one artist
that I can say is
I
the
can
best.
place on the level of I'm not saying it's the same level of Kanye, but I'm saying
Yeah,
for me,
for you.
the way I listen to Kanye. I listen to Kanye and Drake on a ridiculous level.
Yeah, you said you listen to one song how many times again?
Yes,
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And that's the way I treat every type of music that they release. So I found that kind of person in Ashake. That's a very big lesson because
I feel you. It's okay.
Okay, but what's the first lesson?
but the first lesson is that there are too many fine women in this world,
Damn.
and you need to just find one person and
That's
stay away
it.
from IG.
Yeah. Get
Why do you
married.
married.
stay away
Person.
from IG?
Get married, guys like me.
I mean, I'm not saying get married.
Dolapo,
Get married.
That's
I'm
far.
not saying get
I
married.
would get married.
Go and get
so-
married.
I'm not saying get married.
No,
I'm
this
saying,
one is really not even serious.
oh no, I'm serious. So
Just
this
find
is,
one
this
person
is
now, stay away
find
from
one
IG.
person
That's
Stay
great
away from
advice.
and stay away from IG. I'm not saying that you should not have IG, but I'm saying
Stay
Stay away from
the
IG.
baddies.
Explore
yes,
section.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, because
I really want to see your IG explode. though.
it's women.
Okay.
I swear, it's women. Women
love
and
Fair.
a couple of interviews from artists and all of that. That's my IG explore.
That's nice. I love that.
But yeah, those are the 2 lessons. That
Great lesson.
any
Great
other thing, I
lessons.
feel like I probably didn't learn them from last year
Fair enough.
or 2 years ago. Make money, chase money. Chasing last year,
Not chase money.
Dolapo told me that I should anybody that you see, build them.
So you're building who now?
Like it was.
Because it can't be me.
I think we met. I can't remember then, but that the only thing I probably remember from that meeting was that anybody build them. Just
Yeah. Because
I love
money
it. Money is important.
flows in the industry.
Yes.
No, it's not even just about it's important. I think one of my friends always says it, his name is Patterson. He works at YouTube Music. And he always tells me, he always used to tell me this thing for 2 years. But for the first 1 year, I was like, But after I understood, it was like, everything else is cool, but make money in this industry.
Yeah,
Because
money
whatever thing is going on, know that money has exchanged and somewhere. Now, if someone is coming to ask you to do something for them and they are not mentioning money in that conversation, know that for that thing, someone has paid
is-
somewhere. They're just not offering you the money. So
That's
know
so
that
funny because that's so
there's
true.
always money flowing. So if you're not making it, you're on Twitter saying, this person's song, or this person is doing this, but people are passing money over your head and
your
under
head.
you, and you're not making the
Don't
But
do
I would
that.
say my own lesson is tied to work. I mean, there's probably a bunch of things I could say, but the thing that comes to mind is tied to work, and it's like I've gotten to a point where I have seen that it's not about playing local anymore. And what I mean by that is for someone like me, I've built WeTalkSound for all these years, done all these things, have all these resources, access, know people. And it's like, I just want to take it to a new level. And that's just how I've been thinking. A new level being I want to build a globally relevant company that actually will give my son inheritance. That's how I'm thinking about it. So it's no longer a myopic, I just want to be relevant in this Afrobeat phase and just be one of the people that they invite to podcasts or to come to events or whatever. Like, it's not like I have tapped out completely out of that.
Because this is the last time you're coming here.
No, that was random.
I feel.
But like, it's just like, yes, now we have attention, like people from here building in this space. We have attention. We have interest, the interest of the world. And there's also some substantial financial resources flowing in and out of our ecosystem.
Yeah.
And that means that whoever is thinking correctly and thinking long-term and big picture can genuinely off of this build something that
Definitely.
will actually last and will be something that you can pass down to your children. And that's how I have been thinking about WeTalkSound this year. Like, and that's part of why
That's powerful.
I said that I'm no longer as interested in conversations about like petty things. Like, I want
what's
to
next?
talk more about like, how can we collaborate to make more
something.
money? How can we build something? Because I feel like people don't understand that we're privileged to be living at a time and in this space at a time where the industry is on the cusp of greatness. Like, most times when an industry is in this space, you're either too early or too late. Like, you're either the person that's done the work and then the industry blows up and you are nowhere to be found, or it has already happened and then you are now chasing. But like, everybody who has something going for them right now in the creative space in general, not even just Afrobeats, whether it's film, fashion, art, music, you actually are living in a time when the industry itself and the future is being shaped by you and what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I feel like we need to have more conversations, all of us that are building something, to remind ourselves of this, that it's not just about what flimsy thing is happening right now, like what small money you can make somewhere, but think big picture. And you don't have to play local. Like, we don't have to just build things that will be relevant to Gen Z, Nigerian youngins. But you can actually build something that Europe, like I was in Europe last month. I was in an Adidas store in Germany and LAX's music was playing. I was like, I Shazammed it. I'm like, is this really LAX? I sent it to Titi. I'm like, yo, this is LAX. And she's like, whoa. Like, I heard Mona Lisa, I heard Calm Down, I heard Ira Star, I heard Oxlade. I'm like, people actually care about Black culture, African culture, and all of that. So I think that the lesson for me, in short, is I don't want to play local again.
There's more. I want more.
I'm not playing local league
I
again.
want more.
On a serious
I love
note,
that.
I mean, apart from the,
Oh my God.
although the IG thing
Apart from
is
the
actually
baddies
very,
lesson.
Apart from the body.
I think this year, when we entered this year, one of the things that I had in mind is that a lot of things that I just feel like, okay, we should be doing, let's do it. Like, there's always some things that you just put in your, like, you just hide in and know that I'm not sure this will happen, no, but let me just put it in mind.
Yeah.
This year, those are the things that I've sort of been, at least on a turntable level, I've been working on. Like,
Just doing.
just
I love that.
like something like that.
Like, just
Honestly,
execute.
just do it.
yes,
Yeah.
like you say, okay,
Because
you want to do
the
this.
more you keep it in, the way you had the idea, the same way, like probably how many other people
Yeah,
had the idea at
exactly.
the same time.
Exactly. So
So you know what, like it's time to just pick it up.
as long as there's no like legal thing that can stop it,
Yeah.
we are doing it.
Great.
Like there's a thing that we've been planning since it's not even announced yet.
Oh my gosh, you can say it here first.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be like a, you know how we have this power listing
Yeah.
digitally and
Yeah.
everybody. So we figured, why not make an event out of it? I mean, people always tell us that we should do
Invite me,
award
please.
shows.
Invite
Yeah,
me.
definitely, you're definitely
Oh my
invited.
God.
I mean, I like you now, so you're invited.
Besties, I told you.
Yeah. But yeah, people always say that we should do award shows,
Yeah.
which is what people would assume. I mean, just they will say compete with Eddies, or anytime Eddies drop a list and
Yeah.
they will say, oh yes, drop
Someone
your own,
should go and do
go
their
and do
own.
your own. But
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, there's no need to like do what somebody else is doing. The best way would be to actually work with Eddies and try to make something that's
Something that
at least
works.
better. But the one that we are doing is what we already do that people already care about, which is
just make it better.
yes, just make it better. So because of that, we're doing like a gala thing for that.
Nice.
Power list and-
Love that.
We're making it even bigger than just executives. No, now it's all the people that actually work in the
In
music.
the ecosystem.
Yeah, so whether you're like it's influencers, like creatives,
That's
people,
huge.
media personals, writers, executive, artists, producers, engineers, like anybody.
Yeah.
So those are the people that list will be for.
Mm.
So it's sort of like, think like Billboard's power list,
Yeah.
meeting like Time magazine,
I see a vision.
that kind of thing. So
But in person.
and we're doing it like, yes, we're actually doing an event around it.
Love.
And
love.
And when we
That's it.
had the idea before, like it was last year, I've had the idea like a long time.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
why not actually just do it this year?
Right?
And the reason why I remember this, whenever we launch a new chart, like whenever we launch a new chart, and I always feel like, why did we not do this 3 years ago? So that we can
Something else.
yeah, no, not even something else. It will like
Mm.
to like make the charts richer. Like,
Oh.
You have more data.
More
because you don't
data,
collect
exactly.
more
And I'm like,
data.
damn, we could have just done it 20, like.
Well, you're
20
doing it now, and that's all that
Yeah.
matters.
So now, anytime we have an idea, I just feel like.
Just go.
Absolutely. I
And
think
reach
so.
out
I
to
love
whoever you
that.
can reach out to and see how much you can go. 'Cause
I
you
tap
never
into
know.
that so much. I feel like whatever it is you want to do, now is the time to
Time
do
to
it.
do
Like
it.
there's no, oh, we have this idea that we're keeping
There's
to
just-
next 2 years. You
No.
don't know what's going to happen in the
At
next
all.
2 years. You don't even know if it
At
will
all.
still be relevant in the next 2 years.
So do
Do it today. Like
Yeah.
so
as long as you
for us
can.
as well, like one thing that we've tried to do, like a lot of people know we talk sound more for community as well as like media, like we curate content, all of that. But like we've done like so much and we do so much that in fact the major thing we do is not stuff that a lot of people know that we do, which is like the agency side and providing services to different people. So one thing that we are doing now is really trying to tie
Everything
the vision
together.
together and let people see that we talk sound is a
more.
More
holistic
than
company that does this, not we're not just a blog. Because people know that we're a blog. Like, dude, you know, like we actually were the
Do
ones
more
that did
stuff,
marketing for
right?
this song and this
Yes.
album, and they were like, oh shit,
It's for
really?
real.
But again, that's always been because, you know, sometimes when you're so deep into the work itself, to talk about the work, to promote the work, is like you're just like, let's just continue.
Doing
Next
stuff.
campaign comes, next gig comes, next project
then-
comes. But then
you
you
realize
realize that if people don't know,
They really
then there are
don't know.
opportunities that people are not gonna
Oh, yeah, totally.
remember you for because they don't even know that
No,
you do
you
that.
do
Yeah, you can do it.
And you might be the one behind crazy shit, but
So now
nobody
it's
knows.
just to like actually make sure that's the work.
So now it's like tie the vision together and not play local.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's
Right. So Adeayo joined us.
What's up now? Wonu? How you doing?
I did. I'm chill.
Yeah.
I'm
Man.
okay.
What's up?
Kitty has been dropping some gems about
Bro.
baddies for a bit.
about bodies. Yeah.
Baddies, that's what's up now. Yeah, he's making money now, so he's chasing Lagos baddies now.
I'm crying. Okay, Adeayo, since you're here, so let's start with you. What 3 acts have stood out to you this year?
3 acts have stood out from this
Yeah.
year.
No, wait. I've always been chasing buddies. Even before money.
Before money. Nah,
Just to clarify.
Now it just
Set
makes
the-
it easier. The
set the
chase is
record
easier
straight.
now.
I don't
respect
even
that.
think the money affects it.
Fair.
It's about game, yeah.
It's just about chasing
It's
buddies.
just about chasing baddies. I love
Yeah,
it.
so this act, do they have to be new or
No, not new. It doesn't have to be new.
Just
As
3
I
artists
said,
that
they
have been really
stood out
impressed?
to you, yeah.
okay?
this
Number
year.
1 is Odumodu Black. Shout out Odumodu Black.
That's
Big
all
Kala,
I
shout out my guy. You guys saw the Arsenal video now.
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
deal, big deal. Yeah, so
You come
Yeah.
here to do
This one, he shook his head.
yeah, so number 2
Not
be
the
Tiwa
game.
Savage.
Oh, are you serious?
She's have a wonderful, incredible year. From our
Yeah.
collaborations to our own singles to our brand positioning, she's had a fantastic year. So number 3 will be Shea Vibes, of course. Shea Vibes, I mean, it's
If you didn't say she vibes, I would have been shocked.
yeah, he's from 2022 spill over 2023, and he has kept grinding and he's kept doing his thing, and it's wonderful to see. Yeah, shout out
Nice.
everybody.
Are you on radio?
No, I'm not.
I know
ready.
you have been practicing.
I can call Sabi.
Yeah,
we'll get there, we'll get
fun.
there.
Have your fun.
We'll get there.
Kitty,
3 artists.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Acts. Are you thinking already?
Yeah.
The only reason is
I'm trying to find my third.
it's just okay. And I know the 3 people now.
Okay.
Ashake,
Nice.
obviously. Can't stop. Have you heard I Believe?
Yeah,
I mean, I know you've heard I Believe, but do you know what it takes
Do
for
you
you to make
believe?
that, like
I believe in you. in you
music.
also.
incredible music?
Yeah. That's your
Okay.
best song on the album, Abi.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I don't think that's the best song on the album.
I don't
Uh,
think that's not even the best.
My favorite
It's
is
fine.
What's Up,
It's
My
fine.
Guy.
It's that kind of album.
What's Up, My
and
G?
It's good. Shea Vibes, obviously. I've always wanted him to blow. Like I think it's the first artist that I watch like and then make it. Like artists that not watch and make it. watch, like, and then say this person
Yeah,
needs to
it's
make
sure
it,
for you.
and then makes it.
Yeah.
Like the first time I heard this song, I was like, nah, this guy needs to be top left, because at that point I think the person that was big was Bella,
Mm.
and I was so sure that after Bella,
Holy shit.
Shewa Vibes is next. So when he didn't, after Bella, a lot of things have happened to even Bella himself, in place of people that came after Bella.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen. Then T.I. Blaze happened, Ashake happened. I'm like,
I really want to
damn,
swap.
this shit might not happen again. Like, but I've always been a big fan of him.
Big fan.
I remember sometime last year when his songs that he dropped, I think $1 Billion, C Major, Bullion Van, and there was one other. Okay, Baby Debe was the one with Bella Shmurda, but that one dropped in December. But all of them came at the same points when it was his song and Portable. I used to be heavy on my playlist, like mad
Yeah, listen
songs.
to Portable for a while.
I always like Portable until
Yeah, like-
he stopped dropping like good songs. Well,
Did he
around
stop
that,
dropping good songs?
from January to
Yeah.
like July.
He did.
Yeah, he stopped dropping good songs
did.
at one point. It stopped around after that Ora J song. Just became too like yeah.
Portable.
But yeah, I love Portable music before, but it's at some point I just
Freed it.
it
I
was
feel-
not serious enough for it. Honestly, I don't think it's that serious. Anyways, but yeah, Shay Vibes, because seeing him become the Shay
What he
Vibes that
has
people now
become,
give
yeah.
so much fucks about. Even though it's not, whether it's negative, positive, as long as you give a fuck, I'm
Okay.
fine. Just
Just talk.
yeah, and it's like,
It's good for me. I love it.
in that media charts that we put out, it's like number 3 artist, and that's like a lot for an artist of his level, someone that makes the kind of music that he makes. Like, regardless of the fact that people keep saying, what are you people listening to? What's his blah blah, all the different types of narrative that they have
Yeah.
about him. People are still listening,
Yeah.
and it's so listening so much. He's third most like listened artist in the country across all platforms. So that's incredible. Then I think the last person would be Adekunle Gold.
Yeah. I was waiting for you to say that.
Yeah, I think it's. One.
I was expecting you to say that.
I've heard the album
No,
one.
later. Later in the year, we're coming back.
I
It's
think
going to be
the-
number 1 later by December. Take my word for it.
The music is great. Like, and this is because one, I used to hate his music.
Yeah, we were together
Like,
on that.
strongly.
He tested this music.
Like,
So
strongly.
I couldn't
Well,
stand it.
like back in the day.
Yeah, back in the I
that
Love
back-
Adekunle
You know,
Gold.
I used to
could-
call it moral lesson music.
I couldn't
my
stand
God.
that pickup
Why
song.
did
That
you
pickup, I
I used
hated
to
that
hate
song.
his
I
music
hate that
so
music. I told him,
much.
use that pickup song, bro. I fucking
But I've seen
despise
people
that
who
music.
would say, "Oh, this new Adekunle Gold
It's
is
fine.
too pop."
It's
We don't
fine.
like
it's
it.
too pop
Like,
for
it's
them.
good for them.
Yeah,
It's-
we're making
it's
money.
fine.
We're good.
But I used to hate his music so much. God, I hated his music.
Damn, I
Like,
can't
if
really.
his song appears on my phone, I would scoff. But then after I made Jure,
Yeah.
the one with Kiss
Yeah.
Daniel,
Yeah,
I was like, okay,
There's
I
something.
think it was
I
Kelly
can work with
Bemegbe
this.
for me.
I can work with this. And then he now went into the Afropop Volume 1 period, Catch Me If You Can. And I love both albums, but I think with this one, yeah, sort of like,
Evolved still.
he keeps evolving, but
Mhm.
like he now knows how to make pop music
yeah.
and still like add a lot of things that, like, if I listen to his music and I listen to Shay Vibes music is very crude. I'm talking about the kind of way that they use like Yoruba, like this. I don't know how to explain it. They use a lot of like elements of like
Indigenous Yoruba music.
Yoruba music
Yeah.
that they add into their music. That
Yeah.
for Adekunle's Gold on, you will not exactly notice.
Yeah.
Shay Vibe on, you know,
Yeah,
obviously.
of
It's,
course.
it seems like
That's
it's
everything.
in Eleke or something like that. But yeah, because of that and a lot of things that apparently that I like now, because I like Ashake, I like Shay Vibes, and then he also has that kind of element. So yeah, and then he has Patino the Stop, Omeko. Recently
love
Ogrania.
Omeko.
So
Yeah,
all those
no.
songs, and then
I'm
leading up to
excited
the-
for the album.
Yeah, I can't wait for the
you
album.
I
should
wish
be.
I,
It's a great
I
album.
can't
So
believe
yes.
I missed it.
Top
a
3
great
for me
album.
this year.
Top 3 for me would be Adekunle Gold, definitely. Bloody Civilian.
I'll shout out Civilian.
Yeah, you look like someone that would
That's
like.
a great. That's a
Civilian.
very great EP.
I feel like you even know her. Do you know her?
Yes, no, she was here.
She was here on.
Hey.
Everybody
like,
knows
even
Bloody
before,
Civilian.
like-
No, I met her then.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
You never.
I never.
Why do you think she's a?
I had just met her for the
With
first
that
time.
kind
but
of
we
fan.
Still young.
No, not fan now. I'm saying like
Like a friend.
Like-
a kind,
body.
yes, the kind of
thought-
person that would say, oh,
yeah,
we
but
went
like
to the same school.
we've
Kind of.
huh?
You have this.
But Dolapo, what would it be for you? Who would it be for you? I
Wait,
think
who was your
Bloody-
thought?
Okay, yeah, I haven't mentioned the last
Yeah.
person. It was Bloody Adekunle Gold. Can't remember the last person I had in my mind.
It's not Shay Vibes. Are you not
It
Shay
wasn't
Vibes
Shay
girl?
Vibes. Oh God. It certainly wasn't Shay Vibes. And it wasn't Ashake.
Okay, I know who it may be.
Who?
I think the person's probably on my list, but we'll see.
Okay. Who is
No,
person?
Normale is too.
It's not
She's
He
too.
said on my list.
on
I
your
didn't say
list.
Omale.
I thought
I'm
you
not
said
saying
on my
Oh,
list.
okay.
I had Omale.
Yeah, he said on my list.
Okay. I was like,
The two
Yeah,
people
this-
I've listened to the most this year
mm,
are Shay Vibes and Balorankin.
yeah.
I got into Balorankin after
You
I got
found
into
it.
Shay Vibes.
Yes.
But this is not like new
Let's get
Balorankin
together.
stuff, by the way. It's like
The old one.
it's the same way I always knew Shay when I liked Bella. But then it was like Shay was like
Option
the,
2.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Ugh, I didn't really like that. Then I got into Shay, and then I always knew Balorankin, but then I got into Balorankin,
Yeah.
and I've listened to two of them extensively this year. But I wouldn't say Balorankin is. The songs that I'm enjoying from Balorankin are like older stuff. They're not recent. So I'll say Shay. I would say Joe Boy.
Joe Boy, shout out Joe Boy.
Yeah, great album, great rejigging of things for him this year.
Yeah.
Things are in a much better place than he was this time
Yeah.
last year. And I feel like his album's one of those albums that still have will have shelf life, because I feel like people haven't fully
Even gotten
into it. And again, because we're in a time when there's so much music and there's so much to consume, you don't even
yeah.
get into an album before the next one and the next one. And
The next.
So I feel like
the next.
Shout out
Music
to
is
Shay
chasing.
Vibes.
It's practically
Yeah.
chasing you.
What's your
Music
problem?
is chasing you.
Oh no, I like
Shout
it
out
now,
to
but
you.
shout out
Shout out
to
to
you.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
so I feel like it's on the team to continue reactivating songs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like that's how music is even going to survive throughout the year.
yeah.
Like with people that are dropping projects, is really these activations.
It's about like you just continuing to do new
True.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an on any rollout now. You're going
Nobody
to roll out
is
for a
gonna
whole
sit
year.
down and be saying, "Oh,
no more.
you
3
drop
months,
albums."
6
So
months
this,
rollout.
even if whoever you are, even if you're big three, like
Exactly.
you actually have to. Oh yeah, David. How come no one's mentioned Davido? I think.
No, I think it just comes with.
Yeah, I guess it
like,
comes with the
there's
territory.
no excitement.
It's nothing new,
It's
like-
nothing
I mean,
new.
it's
Davido.
expected.
Yeah, like-
come on.
Davido, man.
I think someone I would also mention
Biggest
that
artist
I've
on the continent.
seen a new artist, Winnie. I like Winnie's music, and I
Winnie's
feel
stuff.
like
Winnie.
Winnie.
I don't like
Adano.
R&B, so I don't.
You don't like R&B?
I
Seriously,
think
you
that's
should
how
be
Winnie.
giving
I
me
had the
that.
stuff. Dewey put me on that stuff, and it's
Yeah,
great.
yeah. I think
She's good. You should
there's
listen to
something
Winnie for
there.
real.
It's
You should
R&B. I've heard
try.
it. I've heard it.
So what's the problem?
It's
now?
R&B.
I shout Moonlight too. A lot of new guys
I
on the
never
blog.
liked
Imagine
R&B.
artists.
Like
Moonlight
this-
Africa.
Oh yeah,
I like
Moonlight.
Tariq. Tariq has
Yeah, shout out
Tariq.
Tariq.
Tariq is going to. I think it's my drop EP this year. I had this song by Ima and Diverse. One
Yeah,
song.
diverse.
I think they recorded it at Borges Camp.
Mm.
Man, that song is nasty. I offered to pay them to buy that song to go and give it to Davido. I said, let me buy this song and go and give it
That's
to
you.
Song is crazy, man. Song is
My
crazy. So
gosh.
yeah, I love Tariq. I think I was surprised when he didn't make the next the Rookie of the Year list.
Yeah.
I thought Edis were doing a bit too much. I thought they could have taken a couple of people off that list. I think Udumudu shouldn't be there.
When you say shouldn't be there,
Like by
do you mean-
criteria wise, he shouldn't be there.
because of the album
Yeah,
he
yeah,
has released in the past.
BOC Madaki. He dropped an album in February, joint album with BOC Madaki, and this thing is from February last year to March this year.
March
So
this year.
he shouldn't be there. And
Now why Davido?
and I think rookie, by the definition of rookie, for someone who's just having his first year
First
in the
year.
industry, so to say.
So that being said, one conversation I want to quickly go into is around that Odumodu thing. Some people said that Spyro being on Next Rated and Odumodu being on Rookie was unfair to Odumodu.
I wouldn't say it was unfair.
That's something that I'm not really
No, I
sure
wouldn't say it was
about.
unfair. Spyro started earlier. Since
And Spyro
2022.
has had like
Billion.
hits,
Red.
sort
Yeah,
of.
yeah,
Murphy
the song
Billions
with
by
Don't
Davido.
care as well.
Yeah.
Or the song
Those
that
are
Davido
the
was supposed to be on
songs.
and never
Yeah.
happened or something
Yeah.
like that.
He had the billion song that did very well. Then he had the
The
Like,
Funke
would
song
you-
is the one with Davido, right?
no with
There's-
Tiwa
There's one that has Mayokun and Davido.
And Davido,
and
yeah.
Davido. Yeah.
There's one.
Like I
I
think
don't know which
people.
one of them it is, but I know
He doesn't have
the
a
original.
larger than life brand. That's why people think he's
Yeah.
out of place
Yeah.
on that Next Rated. But he should actually be.
You're there, yeah.
Also, who's your guys? Because
It's
it's
top
like
five
it's
pieces.
probably the only
Genuinely
song
big
that
song.
is
It's
the
top five
Buga of
hits.
this year. Like it's the
Yes,
only
Yes,
song
yeah,
that reached that
is
level.
genuinely
It's a
like
genuinely
all
big
round
song.
big.
It's not,
Yeah,
it's
all
not
round big. It's not
one
niche.
small
It's
segment.
not
It's not niche
digital.
beat.
It's not alternative people.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
bougie people.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
He's not
everybody.
using name to push the song. It's actually fairly. It's Buga, as he said.
Yes,
It's like
like
if
and
rounded.
it's reached that
it's-
Buga level of that. Okay, it has become so big now. Everybody hates it because it's too big.
Yeah.
No, that's real.
Oh yeah, that's where you want your song to be. Become so big, then they start hating it. That is too big. So
Yes.
once you've reached that level, you're
Like, it shouldn't be
good.
this big. Like, okay.
It's
it
like,
could be
oh,
big,
yeah,
but
yeah,
Like,
Not
yeah,
so
why are
much.
you so big?
like, so big. So be like, if you had like a larger than life brand,
Personality,
that can carry that kind of.
I think
hits.
it's trying to build a brand too, but it's just not resonating with people.
I think the
It's
brand is
build a
trying to build is
Christian-
the whole I am a
Christian-
holy.
I don't think,
I don't
Christian
know
brand.
that the
I
holy
don't know if it's a brand.
personality will resonate with that.
has
Nigerians
not
are
figured
gonna,
it
it's just
out
gonna be
yet.
like, dude,
Listen,
you
did.
wear earrings, you
Make secular music,
not
but you
secular
say
music, and
you
you're
are
saying I'm-
you are trying to get God back into the industry
He's
and
not,
put God on
he
people.
has not figured it out.
And
yet.
then the whole Portable thing where I think she said he can't make music with someone like
Portable,
Portable
like
because it doesn't
Portable.
align with his brand.
Yeah,
but
the
like, Portable was
Portable-
on his own somewhere. You're saying I
Niggas.
can't make music with someone like Portable.
Niggas.
All those sorts of things. I don't know that that's going to work
Yeah.
not.
and I
Wait.
think that go on.
Yeah, I wanted to say something about like the whole next rated thing.
Go on.
I think Odumodu should not be in the next rated this year. Because
So that's why I
one,
should be next rated.
Next year.
Next
Yeah,
year.
his run was this
now
year.
the issue now would be that it would have become so big, and then people will now say, why is it next rated?
Yeah, but
And the
that's
issue-
why Ashak,
the-
that's
But
something
that's
why
the
The
Ashak
same thing
now.
with
Ashake.
Ashake, and the issue is not with the artist, or it's because
Calendar.
with the Eddies, yes.
Yeah, the time frame is
They are not keeping up
It's not
with the
consistent.
The award is
industry
not
again.
chasing.
You know
it's
what,
not
that
keeping up with
just
industry
even-
trends.
Yeah, they are
That is-
always constantly
Behind
chasing the
the
yeah,
trend,
it's like
yeah.
always behind, and not just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
behind, like the way people say Grammys are behind,
No,
even though they are
16
not behind.
Easily 16
They're like-
months behind.
No, I'm not.
problem.
They're like ages. They're still like stuck in like 2015 era when someone needs like all their categories, their rules. They should have changed it by now.
Yeah.
Like the
But I know that did they start an academy last year? I feel like I heard
They
that they
did.
started an
I
academy.
think I
last
think
year.
they started an academy.
they've always had an academy.
Yeah, I think they always had
Whoa.
that.
I thought they
Yes,
actually
they've always
just
had an
started
academy.
one.
Yeah, I think it just became more prominent after this. There's this
Yeah.
the partnership with the US
With the
Embassy.
US
They have something on Friday, 21.
Yeah, they sent us.
Yeah, they send invitation. So just we'll pull up for them and see what's up.
Nice one.
I feel like they need to bring more.
Have
Yeah, we'll
fun.
go into the consular's house or whatever. So,
We'll go and me. I need US visa.
I
yeah,
love
so
it.
let me go there and go and
Please, people should
shake.
take me to
I'll go and do
that.
Eddie Murphy, some kumbaya shit. To see you, minister. Go there with my African accent.
You wear that.
I'm
Yes, now.
That was actually going to bring into my next question because I wanted to ask about the headies and like
Oh,
what you
okay.
guys think they are doing wrong.
Hmm.
Because they're definitely supposed to be like more, there's something supposed to be more substantial,
What?
more.
This is
Yeah, I
the
think
16th
that's
edition.
my own issue with them. The
Yeah,
fact that
you've
they are not
basically
keeping up with
mentioned
times.
Yes, mine is like the thing is that like I feel before I go into what they're doing wrong, I like giving them props because I mean they are what we have. We have
Yep,
to
I
make it
agree
work,
with that.
and it takes a while. It takes a long time to make it work. We could compare them to the Grammys, the BETs, what have you. But they're just this is their 16th edition. They started in 2006. 2006. So I think Grammy this is the 5th edition last year. So I think, but what we have to understand is that for you to make like it takes time, but it also takes consistency. And it's not wrong for people to demand consistency of you and
Yeah.
also credibility.
Yeah.
So I've had people say a lot of ridiculous things about the Eddies that I don't agree with. Some people call the Eddies Yoruba Award. If you're in the industry, you'll be surprised how many people within the industry take that thing
Thinking
seriously.
that, yeah,
That it's a Yoruba
that-
Award.
yeah.
Yes. I can't say it on
I'm
air. I'll
crying.
tell you guys off air. Like people say this is a Yoruba Award and they believe it.
Yeah.
And they go around peddling that stuff. And it's
Are you
not
serious?
yes, and it's not just one person, it's a whole body of people.
Bunch of people.
So and they forgot the time where it was P Square sweeping the Eddies in the early 2000s. So it's just I think consistency is not there. You're missing years. Then you're now like rejigging your distant calendar year,
to
and you're not
match
chasing.
up.
You're not chasing the industry because you cannot celebrate artists when they actually fit as at when you. You're not celebrating now. You now have to like award last after Burna Boy after the run has run out of steam or stuff like that. Then you now have to now put 2 mega hits together that should have been winning different
Different,
awards.
and
Last
different-
should
yeah.
have been having his own time. Calm Down should have been having.
But
his own
now
time.
they have to
Now you now
come
join them
No,
together.
Camden and Last House would have even been in the same year because
Yeah.
they came out
Yeah,
not
yeah.
far
Same
from each
time.
other. May and February and March.
No, I'm just saying like it's true, Sha, but the
Yeah,
run,
March.
the run.
I think the one that they made the mistake with is the Timeless and Mr. Money with
Body
the Vibe.
by
I'm
something like that.
Why
yeah.
is
March? Davido qualified with the last day of the month.
last day of the how
Last
do
day of the
you
month of the
let
criteria.
that happen if you're an award show? Like it's something that is very obvious.
That you need to cut it, put it in March first.
Like
just to stop the video from being in that
From being in
category
that-
because you have to give either of them the award. And just like I have people I think they
No, you can't win it now. It's
They're going to
too,
leave Ashake
because it
now.
No,
looks
they're just
odd.
going to win it.
they've
It
not win
looks
the
odd,
award.
and now you've robbed him of.
It's not the first time they are doing that. They
Then it
gave
means they've robbed
Whiskey
Ashake,
Artist of the Year when he dropped
Ashake's
no
award to
single.
win.
Yes.
It's supposed to be Ashake's
Yes.
award to win.
Yeah.
And next year will have been Davido's
Davido's
award to
award
win,
to win.
and now it can't be eligible for it
Yeah.
again because they've nominated me for a
Yeah,
year.
so-
That is odd.
Yes, should be Adekunle. Go shout
talk
everybody.
about
Let's see
weird
what they
thing.
drop.
It's killing me.
Yeah. So it's just I think the categories that are short. Like someone like last now. I don't see
Yeah.
him lose. I don't see who beats him to the record of the year.
No,
Mm.
was he nominated for a goal?
Yes. It's Song of the Year, Record
They're
of
not
the Year.
gonna
It
give
will
it
lose
to
Song of the Year to
Ghana.
Buga. I think it's going to lose Song of the Year to
Song of the
Buga,
Year to Buga.
but it's going to win Record of the Year. Last. I
I
don't see
last
who beats
when record of the year.
the people. I'm a mess. Last, and some other song like that. So yeah, what edits are
It
doing
feels
on
more
consistency?
like the Afrobeat single kind of
It feels
category
more
than.
international.
It's not even an Afrobeat song.
No, it's big. Nah, it's big locally
It's
too.
big
No, I'm just
locally
saying,
too.
like, looking at all the songs that have won record of the
Yeah.
year, like it doesn't fit.
Yeah.
It looks
The last
odd.
one was Spato Ranking.
Abule.
No, Abule.
The one that P Prime did for him.
Yeah.
Forgive
This
me or
thing.
something.
No. The one with the
Celebrate Me.
Celebrate Me, yeah, Celebrate
exactly.
Me.
Like
That's
I
what-
was,
But it's composition wise now. It's composition wise. It's just too big that it's so popular. But Grammy has done it anyway. That nominate Song of the Year, Record of the Year together.
no, but
Yeah.
Grammy is totally
Grammy is
different
Grammy.
from
Yeah.
Eddie's.
Yeah. So
Eddie's, they've made their recording of the year category look like serious
yeah.
category, like
the
only
more popular
serious-
you are, the least qualified you are. to be there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So last. Anyways, if they give it, it's
There's no consistency. There's the criteria for the award remains still unclear. Like now we're here
Like-
after 16th edition, still talking about why is this 1 year? Why is it shouldn't be like this?
Since
Hello?
Once, are you awake?
I'm awake.
Have you checked the page of our Tuesday blog?
I haven't actually. I've been chilling. She did give away.
Like mad.
Are you serious?
So it's buy one get two.
Okay, so that means that we can just split the bill for one.
Exactly. And each of us get a package here.
Soft. Cool, right? So that's just one of the many things that I can do with GoMoney app. GoMoney allows me to track my finances. That way, I know exactly what I'm spending my money on. So now with the GoMoney app, at least you know that you can schedule payments, split bills, track your finances, and send money to your family and friends using the payment links. So download the GoMoney app on Apple Store or Play Store and back with this.
People are asking me, texting me, Adeayo, should Thames have gotten female
Am I
women
supposed
of the category? She didn't even do anything within this industry. I was like, man, I don't know. Is it international?
Actually, you don't
I don't know.
know.
I don't know.
Like, you don't actually
because
know.
outside Nigeria, she was on fire. Outside Nigeria, in Nigeria, she did nothing within this industry. So what are the edits looking at? So I feel there's a lot of posturing going on.
Like it's in
Yeah.
local.
Yeah, there's a lot of
and
favoritism going on.
global.
And
Yeah.
there's no consistency, there's no clear criteria, and I think they need to work on all these things. But other than that, I feel the if they can, the next 5 years is going to be critical. If I get it right, because they're going to have competition more. Sound City is there. Trace TV might start something too.
I think new people are gonna.
I just don't want
I feel like
And a lot of people are going to
the
see that
young
it's even
game
working.
level
So
are
like
just
people are
gonna
probably
wake up and say,
plotting.
let's start a new
Yeah.
award. Like I feel like
Yeah.
people.
Honestly, I would not
We'll
want
do it,
anybody
you
to
know.
start another award. It's
Yeah.
like
Let's get them.
you need to start from scratch and
Yeah.
then start why not just make that one? Like
You can't
there
even
are
get,
so
you
many
can't even get
things
these
to
guys
do.
to attend edits. You have 2 hit songs and you are too
Exactly.
big to attend the edits.
I
And you know what I like the edits? No award is giving people Bentley. No award all over the world is giving artists Bentley for winning the extra
Yes.
You are a big award. You do big things. Just
Act
play
big.
the yes,
Act
act the
big.
part,
Actually,
act
act
the
the
part.
Which goes
Act
into
the
my
part.
own critique. Like I don't want to belabor the points already made. I think the angle that I'll come from would be they need a rebranding. And
Yeah.
rebranding, I don't just
Serious
mean they change their
rebranding.
logo.
Or
because
take
people
it
think
outside Nigeria.
Rebranding means
Yeah, that's
visual
what that-
design. They should rebrand the whole look
Yeah.
of the award. The people
Get people
involved in the
into
award,
your
bring
academy.
some more
Yes.
people.
Public.
Like make your
Make the
academy
academy
look
public
like
and
an
make it
academy.
Academy.
people.
Yeah.
Change the look and feel. Change everything about the award. It may still be the same people running the engine in the background.
Yeah.
You don't need to. We don't even see that. So, but change the external facing stuff and
Yes.
people.
Like make
Then
your,
people will take it more.
Sorry.
Even if you
More
don't,
serious.
even if you don't completely change, there'll still probably be issues here and there
Definitely.
with
To be on award show,
categories, this
people
and that.
will-
People will
Of
feel
course,
like
yeah.
they're being-
People will never be
But if
contented.
the
about
brand is
Grammys.
so strong,
Yes,
the same
that's
with
it.
the Grammys
That's
now.
it. That's the Grammys.
People complain
Every
about
year,
the Grammys, but
controversy.
the
Every
Grammys
year.
is still the
you would
Grammys.
you always like you make an album feeling that I want to win a Grammy
And they would snub you.
and they will say no, that's not good enough, and next year you come back again.
And
Like look at the case of
the weekend.
now that was even too long. Like people will say all the categories now that we've said that okay, yes, like some people will say, oh, they've changed the category, that they've changed the rules. Some people will say, no, they've not changed the rules. Like running along the line of what you said, like clear communications, like when you want to,
when you
like if you
change
see
the
when the Grammys want to start, like you can tell that this is Grammy period.
Yeah.
Like everybody
Yeah.
adjusts their own calendar towards the Grammy.
the media gets in
Like,
line.
you know
all
when
our
the awards
content.
The media gets in line. Like
you know when the
months,
next year's award
Media
months
start
ago.
dropping out their own list of potential
Exactly.
nominees.
Like
everything.
you keep and they work along with everybody. Like the Grammys will work with Billboard. They will run their narrative.
Yeah.
Grammys will work with Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
They will work with
Everybody.
NME. They will work
Complex,
with HGD.
everybody.
Like everybody will just be saying their own. Okay, yes, these are the people that we are like, and the conversation will lead up to one major event.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, everybody has already accepted this as, even though they might not say it out loud, but everybody has accepted that this is the
our
major
own
event.
Grammy,
Nigeria,
They
yeah.
work with everybody. Like, make sure that like there's no reason why fans are still voting. Like, you already know that if you nominate a Wizkid in a fan voted category with a lot of people, it has
He's
a
gonna
lot of
win.
fans.
Yeah.
If you nominate a Davido with another person, he's going to win it. Like if you make that album of the year category open to fans, obviously now 30 BG people will just go all out for something that even him would feel like it's just odd for me
Like
to
it's
be here.
robbing Ashake off.
Like exactly. So like make it clear, like all these your fan voted categories, scrap it. Like let's make it a serious
Let
award.
viewers vote for Viewers' Choice Award and let
Yes,
the rest.
the only one.
Yeah.
I don't want
Let
make
them
it a
take the rest
comment. Like what is
seriously.
actually your academy doing if
Or
they are
put
not
a
the one
percentage. Put a
deciding?
percentage on it. It's just
Like clear and yes, that rebranding thing, like make it feel like something that somebody wants to
something heavy.
attend.
yeah, make people
really
care. Make
important,
like
yeah.
open it out for people.
No, people
to
actually
not-
care. It's
No, I'm
just
saying, like,
something that
the
people want
academy,
to
like the way
come out
Grammys
to
are
say.
inviting Africans to the academy or something like
Yeah.
that. Invite notable people within the industry to the academy. They'll do it
Yes.
for free. Not you just you
Exactly.
bought your friends and some drinking
Oh.
bodies just clinging glasses somewhere. And
Adeayo.
it's true now. And just making weird stuff that you take their award to the USA, promise to
No,
give
that
people
was
visa, and you
very-
make them line or queue up at the embassy, and then you don't see any
This
visa.
guy's killing me.
And it's just weird. You just embarrass the
Now,
whole country at the end of
like,
the day.
like,
Ask the fucking parts,
Make
man.
them queue up for the embassy.
Yeah, ask
The funny thing is,
them
all
parts.
those things can be part of it, but like the things that will make people want to queue up is
Yeah.
Yes.
your brand.
The
like,
brand. I think it's the
okay,
brand. I think
it's-
that's fundamental.
It's,
for
Yeah.
them.
it's
The
okay.
brand.
Yes,
It's
I
the
should
brand.
attend this.
It's
Like
important.
you see random
The
Twitter
brand isn't
accounts saying
strong
that
enough.
let your Burna Boy should not submit his music for a Nigerian award. I'm like,
What do
why
you
should
mean?
why should Burna Boy not submit his music for an Edis? Is he going to have more Grammys than Edis? No.
Of course,
Like, it's-
he already
it's
has more Edis
impossible.
than Grammys.
Like,
It's just
Is he going to
It's sad.
like some people will say that Burna Boy should be or Burna Boy Whiskey should be competing in
With
in
the main category.
in the main category. I'm like, do you know what the main category is? Like hip hop people are still trying to win. Talk less of you.
The last hip hop
Latin
album
people are
that
still
won
trying
album
to 2002.
yeah, 2004.
Who
Like,
was Eminem?
no, it's this guy.
Speaker Box,
this thing. Andre
Tricky, and
Andre Tricky and
Outkast.
That's the last
Outcast. Yeah, the
to win
Outcast.
album of
That's
the
the last
year.
to win album of the year.
Then record of the year was This Is America and Song of the Year This Is
Yeah,
America. And that was the
which
first
is
time ever. Now,
overachieving. That's what
yes,
that
like that's
was
just
overachieved.
trying to pander.
to Panda because it was a black people year. And
Okay,
just-
yes, let's just give them. Do you know how many years it will take you? Burna Boy will have stopped being hot when they will start pandering that, okay.
To Africa.
What?
we
There's
need
chance
to-
the Afrobeat might not even be as hot as at that point.
Like,
Like,
so, and what we have is Eddies. So why would you say that,
Brands, that shit.
Burna Boy is too big to
No,
submit?
but then the question is like, who does the onus fall on? Does it fall on us
As an
Everybody,
industry.
to, go out
everybody.
to approach the headies and say, okay,
I think
let's-
that's
we
exactly
talk
why
some-
I mean, we're doing it right now.
Yeah, we
I
demand
mean,
more from them.
say let's
And
work
support
with you.
in
I
our
guess
own way.
now, like that's obviously.
Or does
why
it fall
we're
on the
having,
headies
like,
to
conversations
open
like
their door?
There was an article that we
But they
put
have
out.
to want to do it though. Like they have
Of
to
course,
be
they,
interested.
Definitely.
they need
I mean,
to
that's
win.
what we're saying is-
We can only ask them and support in our own way. How do we support? We tell them what we think is going wrong, and we show support by showing up for the awards, showing up for the press conferences, talking about it because it means something to us. What was like when TTC started? Me and Kiri always talk about. This is one of the ways. Like before TTC started, it's the only ways to document actually trends in the industry. If you want to see how Nigerian music evolved, just check the Edis nomination.
Yeah.
list.
Yes,
If you want to
finish.
study the evolution of street music in Nigeria, how the sound of street music has evolved from
evolved,
Konto, dancehall Konto to Tevi G, when Tevi G changes to when, just check the Edis
The
trend.
yeah, the trend of the Edis nomination every year. It's going to tell you how the sound has kept evolving. So it's a very. I don't think Edis understand how
I don't think
important
they
they
know.
are
Yeah,
to
that's
the
another
industry.
thing. Like I don't think they also realize how important they are.
Yes.
Like, People are, the way people are making it seem like, oh, they don't actually care about the head. These people actually genuinely care.
Yeah, I think
a lot.
A lot. Probably even care too much.
I think the rollout
That for what they offer.
Even these nominations, like they just posted the rookie on their Instagram page.
They leave. They
didn't say, oh,
this
is the day we roll out.
That day we were talking about how we're going to compile nomination list. He texted me and asked me, Alpha, do you have a nomination list? I said they didn't send the press release. So I compiled it, sent to him. Then like 3 hours later, they now sent me the nomination list. After everybody has done their homework, I've done the media rounds.
I'm like, we already have, we've seen the nomination list.
Something you should have sent ahead. Put an embargo on it. Bro, people would have done articles on it, scrub out details, done designs. Yeah. So once it's a massive rollout all at once. Everybody's dropping different articles, different angles.
Media publications that were revealing that Grammys. It was on the last day of the nomination that they decided that let's add
Song for
Kanye West and was it Taylor Swift or Lil Nas X to album of the year.
Yeah.
And that kind of information now. It's the kind of things that you work with people, and the reason is because they know the nominations list ahead of time.
Yes, no.
Like that's how they can tell that what we got last week is different from what was added.
Yeah, you put an embargo on it.
Then they'll now review to you. Then we added it last minute. That is added. Then we increase it to things like all those kind of things. No, edits. They just came one day and like posted
1 month.
Yeah, let's keep rebranding.
Finish.
That's it.
Yeah, and I totally agree with you. Yeah, rebrand that stuff. Put it at the level it needs to be. And be consistent.
Work for free.
Be consistent. Yes.
Not me though, but yeah.
Yeah, get your bag. Get your bag.
And they would think, honestly, they would think that they are rebrand
for visa and flight tickets.
Yes. That's not free now.
I don't even need to go with you there, but let me do my own part in Nigeria.
The going is not the important.
I don't care. I don't want to go
in Texas or people in Atlanta can go.
Let us do our own work here.
It was Belima that went for TCC, and if they give us another invite this year, she's probably going to be the one.
Let me go. Oh, she's there.
She's there already.
You can go.
If you want to go, if you want to go.
Yes, you now. You said this to buy tickets.
Yeah, we asked them clearly. You can get visas. They said no. You buy your ticket by yourself.
Buy your ticket. They can facilitate your visa, but you buy your ticket, your accommodation, everything.
Like they don't understand the meaning of culture. Like if they know, like
taking it there was just.
They think that their rebrand is taking it there.
Yeah, like, that's it. And they went there and
it was just taking it there. That, now we are now
services was not good. The sound was worse. The guy on the red carpet was asking people, so what do you do? What are you here for?
Yeah,
like what am I here for? Am I here for?
And they made like,
what am I here for?
I don't want to say run, but sort of unknown people.
We're giving awards. There's a guy that went the sound. He was presenting an award and the board to show this thing was not showing, and this guy was threatening to sing because his music, I'm sure I don't know him, and his voice was not good. So he was going to give us a freestyle. Was a threat. He was threatening us with a freestyle because the backdrop was not showing. It was bad. It was bad.
People see other awards shows how they bring like people from different like walks of life and try to gather them, actors like. And not just any actor that have
Viola Davis presented an award at the last Grammys.
Like that they have impact in culture. Like,
and you're bringing out somebody like maybe your work kind of like step on the toes of each other. Madonna, and it would like the announced performance, like at the last Grammys, Madonna announced the performance of Sam Smith and Kim Petras
because she has done a lot of things.
Like she's the reason why those guys can be like that.
Fair enough.
Like it's not rocket fucking science.
Like thought put into everything.
Yes.
There's an award that. For like part of executive of the thing, the year thing that is going to get that. I mean, obviously, someone like Kesa, it's already implied because of the things that they have done over the years. Yeah. The person that you want to present that kind of award is people that he has worked with.
Yes.
Nothing else. Like that's the only way to go about it. Why would me
Regina Daniel's mother to come and present the fucking award?
Present it. Like let the people that has worked with him, the people that he has actually.
Let there be some sort of like context to everything.
What everything is done.
Present the award for producer of the year. Let things like that. Let people give people a spotlight that are deserving of the spotlight.
People just even want to be acknowledged. To be fair.
People really want. And I think that's
how you build a community. And that's what TJ is saying. That's how you build a community.
Like if like for example, if Jada is supposed to get some, if Bona's mother is supposed to get something, the best person is the son that she gave birth to.
Yeah, also somebody that is like the top.
Yes, like that is the person that she works for, and that's the best person to honor her. Let him present the award to her, but no.
They're going to bring one general manager for one telecommunication company nobody knows about.
Like, why is this person?
Because he dropped some money. Like, tidy your books, get your money,
And tidy your
and,
Tidy your
and do it
books,
well, and
sorry.
tell them that you are like, why was Regina Daniels more presenting an award? And
that
2 years
one,
ago,
You're really
then she came.
upset.
Yes, like it was
Like,
it was
why?
an insult. Then she came and say, "You guys don't know me. I'm Regina Daniels'
Why
mom."
would know you?
And
Why would we
fucking
know you?
Jesus Christ.
It's
Why is
but-
Regina Daniels herself not there? Why is it a
I'm
mom?
Nobody wants to see
dying.
Regina Daniels. Nobody wants to see her mom, and definitely nobody wants to see fucking Ned Okoko, like the senator. We don't give a fuck.
God.
I
Go and
hear that.
create a reality TV show and do your
Do all
nonsense.
that
It's not a
shit.
big deal. Nobody is expecting Kim Kardashian to show up at the
which
Grammys
is
and present an
like
award.
where the points that KD has made around you don't think that someone else should start an award. I don't know if
They can do all these things, right?
issues are not so deep
So
that
bad that they can.
Yeah.
That's it. Whoever started an award,
sometimes it's
they are
better
going
to
to
actually
start
just
from
start
this.
to actually
Nobody
go
will
and
take
start
them
from
seriously
scratch
because nobody
and
is taking
start
them
Yes.
again.
because
Guys,
when you
Yes.
want to start from
That's the issue that
fixing-
me I have with award, and I get it a lot because a lot of people always say that TurnTable should start their own award.
yeah.
You're going to the artists will not take you seriously. That they are so focused on the Grammys and international awards, and which is fine. And it's a Nigerian thing. Like even you realize that a random person will say that. I saw one person posting a photo of Burna Boy. Like he just announced this show that he's about to do in SA.
South Africa, yeah,
And
Johannesburg.
the way he carried this to his head, let Burna Boy announce also no, let someone that he hates, maybe like a Davido or a Wizkid, announce an Abuja show. The way he's going to say, so some people are doing Joburg, you are doing Abuja. Like,
I'm crying.
like Nigerians take Nigerians thing with levity. Like that one is already granted.
Yeah.
Fine, that one is. But the artists themselves that you want to be a part of an award show, they already don't see because Edis has not showed them enough. So why would they come to a random person? So all the things that, like all those years that Edis had to do, like 10 years first before they can become so relevant now, you have to go through that.
Yes.
So why do all of those things when you can just
must. I mean,
focus on
like,
something
I think
else?
it's a
and do it
conversation
better?
that's
we
what
can
building
take
is
off,
like.
off
Yeah.
the pod. But I think
Yeah.
I don't completely agree. I feel like if Native, WeTalkSound, TurnTable,
Everybody
if we
comes
actually
together.
came together to do an award, I think
Like a
that
media award.
artists would actually come. I think
Yeah.
artists would actually come.
It depends. To be honest, everything's about positioning, and
I think
sure
they
Sure,
actually will come.
shout out everybody.
But yeah,
We'll see.
thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in.
I'm
Thank you
sorry
for
for
watching the
cussing.
whole season. Adeayo came late, so we really
could
had
not
to
talk
wrap
about
this up. I couldn't
videos.
really do literally half of the shit that I
Yeah.
wanted to do.
Yeah, I'm
But
sorry
you know
about
what?
that.
We up still.
We'll come again. We'll come again.
No, Allah.
I'll come
See you
again.
guys next time.
She's giving a lot of love
Bye.
signs.